Recording in progress.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Financial Literacy with Dr. Willie Green. I got a new client on the line, and we're going to just talk about different parts and going forward and how she is doing with her family in terms of just understanding velocity banking and how we first started off. Beth, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you,
All right.
Paul.
All right. Since starting velocity banking, what has been your understanding of financial banking, particularly velocity banking, and what has surprised you so far?
The most thing that had surprised me was about how each loan or each credit card um, have all these interest rates and charges that we're paying, and not really understanding completely what those charges mean.
Now, in terms of a budget, did you have a written budget, an online budget, a paper budget? How are you keeping track of your spending?
I didn't have a budget at first. And when I started working with velocity banking and learning and understanding those things, a lot of things have come to, I've become aware of my spending, not knowing that I was really spending out more than I was actually bringing in.
Okay. And did you not think you knew you're spending more than what you're bringing in without seeing it on paper? Did you not know?
I was not aware because it's just small amounts. So you're not thinking in large terms of exactly how much you're spending out. So basically, if I spend $20 at McDonald's this week and $20 at McDonald's next week, I'm just looking like, oh, it's a little, it's nothing. But then when you put it all into perspective, I've been spending a lot to eat out that really needs to change, and that's been taking a large lump sum of my income just eating out when we can really change that.
Now, in terms of velocity banking, we're trying to understand it and trying to get you to learn the different concepts. As a result of sending you a couple of videos, what do you think velocity banking is?
Well, velocity thinking, from what I gather, is it where that what I've learned from you have the snowball effect, where that instead of just using your debit card to pay and manage your regular bills, basically with velocity banking, you will pay, you have a line of credit where that you're able to pay your bills out and just pay that debt back instead of just keep accruing, where you have all of these different lines of interest and payments. Um, you try to get rid of those by just having one. Well, I think what it's called is the snowball effect. Like if you have um, a large bill, you say bill, if you have a large bill, you want to dump the majority of your income onto that bill, onto a credit card, so that that credit card can later pay you back.
Okay. Now, for a while, I've been trying to get in contact with you and we can make some traction. What finally clicked for you to say, okay, let me give this a try. Let's give it a go. What finally clicked for you? What was important?
That made me really want to settle down and do it. You get tired of struggling. Basically, the cliche of saying robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was just in a vicious cycle of basically trying to manage it on my own. So where that when I started working with you, I saw where that it was other avenues that will also pay me, instead of me just paying out and paying all of these high interest as we go along.
And one of the things that we did was to fundamentally use what I call Frugal Velocity Banking Program,
Mhm.
where I come in and pay off some of the debt, and then we work a schedule back to pay down the debt, but it's giving you some breathing room to temporarily get to start velocity banking. How do you now feel with that breathing room? We still got the debt. We got to figure out how we're going to pay it back under the velocity banking program. But how do you feel in the last few weeks about having those bills consolidated?
You're great. Basically, it lessens the stress, it lessens the worry. Again, it's all about the cliche of robbing Peter to pay Paul. So basically, doing the velocity banking, it's really eliminated a lot of those issues that I was having with trying to manage all of those different payments and trying to figure it out how to pay each one separately.
Okay, well, thank
Hold
you.
on a minute. Okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
thank you very much for coming with us today, and I'll see you on the other side for part two.
Okay, thank
Bye
you.
bye.